I this is Pritesh this side. Been in the industry from about 25 to 27 years now, and fortunate that I'm here with some dignitaries of the jewelry industry, where we will be talking about the emerging trends which are happening in the specifically in the engagement and wedding bands. And yes, welcome to the first episode of Apple Loop, where we have two dignitaries over here. One is who is controls the market, and the other who runs the market. So we have two of them who are going to talk about the new trends which are happening and the acceptance level as far as a gold band versus the diamond band in the engagement and the wedding ceremonies. So yes, here we have Sati Nair with us. Sati has been with Rappaport since last 22 years, and she started from very modest background in terms of, if I have to say that she started as a executive over there, and today she represents Rappaport India. She's a managing director over here. And welcome, Sati. Welcome to this episode, and it's a pleasure to have you here. Second, we have Rajiv Pople. Rajiv is a third generation jeweler, and of late, I would say he has developed his passion, which was there always from his childhood. He has now started painting. So he's luring the industry, the world, not only by his jewelry, the designs, but also his paintings. So yes, of course, we have both of them who are going to talk about the new trend which will be there in the market. And yes, that's where we start off with. Rajiv, would you like to talk about this episode and why this episode and all?
Very important always. Thank you, Dinesh. Thanks for the lovely introduction. Of course, it's very encouraging to know the industry is maturing into different modes of communication with in industry and outside the industry also. Loop, which Rapnet has introduced now as a podcast, is pretty new, and it's one of the first few for the industry that we are seeing. And I'm glad that Rapport has taken the lead to start this, and hope to get it more informative for the industry to understand where we are headed towards, and it'll become an interesting series down the line, I believe.
And something what is
Sure.
all this?
Thank you, Pritesh. It's a very nice introduction where I have started from, and it's been 22 years in this associated with Rappaport. And the goal of starting this podcast also to have, we always been on the one side of the industry, and we are always stand for giving transparency and information to the entire diamond industry. That's where we stood for, and giving a lot of insights from the retailers and other part of the industry. That's the idea that we have started this rap loop, and this is very first episode. And I would like to have the good insights from Rajiv sir also, and for our audience. So.
Great. And since Rajiv, Valentine is approaching this around the corner, so what do you think the impact of diamonds would be during this Valentine season?
So, of course, Valentine's has always attracted diamonds from a very long time. Our approach and as Popular has been to connect to all audiences, and that's what we've been synonymous with across age groups, whether Gen Zs to the millennials and the above. But what's important is with the three generation approach that we've already got as a company, we've targeted different price points across categories, and Valentine becomes a lucrative area to get introductory products across to customers, and kind of put them into the right price bracket. Diamonds have been on the A list always and Valentine's, and what we've been seeing is with the gold prices which have gone up, a diamond jewelry piece sounds more affordable. Fortunately, so
Absolutely.
that's what has come of interest today, and we've seen that movement and change happening of late. Of course, even when we were at 65, 70,000 rupees gold pricing, today we are at 85,000 rupees gold price. A diamond product becomes more lucratively incentivizing, and for the younger generation, the diamond jewelry connects better. I feel it's more wearable, less of locker jewelry, and more design centric, basically.
And Valentine is only one of the reasons, because nowadays people even buy self purchases or anything. It's this is one of the day people give more purchases does it on one of the day. And like rightly you said, since the gold prices are skyrocketing, uh, even in the middle class families, when I'm walking through the retailers in the other part of the south and other areas, people are spending a quite amount in diamonds, not just in gold jewelry.
Sure.
For example, a middle class family used to spend on 100% for the gold jewelry in South and all. They used to keep now they're keeping 15% of the wedding purchases on their diamonds. So diamonds became like an affordable jewelry category.
Definitely, the technology also is improving. You're getting much. Labor is not a big challenge nowadays in the jewelry industry. So definitely, slower the prices would definitely impact. And any kind of shapes or this thing which are preferred during a wedding band or engagement or Valentine's.
So yes, of course, solitaires becomes the priority in this category because again, I say price point is an incentive out here in this case particularly. We're looking at say buying a 10 grand gold bar which is like 85,000 rupees to buying a half a carat solitaire which is within that price. So that's how we see as a price shift. Since it's a newer audience who is walking into this category of Valentine's that we feel is the first time buyer for diamonds, they end up buying solitaires in different shapes because that's where they feel the connect becomes higher. Typically, we always have a heart shape ready for Valentine's. We've got in fact all sizes in hearts available. Today, thanks to Ratnet and the others, we have a very large inventory accessible to the entire audience. At the same time, other shapes like princes and ovals are also doing good rounds. And these newer shapes find more interest levels with the youngsters. And that's why we feel the connect becomes better. And they feel getting a piece like this becomes more personalized between them.
Absolutely. If it's a Valentine or something, giving a heart shape, it definitely makes a lot of difference.
The younger generation now more going into the fancy shapes. Having said that, round become the dominant shapes which people are requesting for. But peers and ovals are also going into because of the eliminated.
Yes, we have a lot of social media connect.
Yeah.
There's a lot of media influence which comes in from the West. We've seen celebs of late exchanging rings of different shapes, and that's how
Exactly.
the aspiration develops, and being an entry level of product category, the shapes become dominant. Once you go to larger sizes, then we can look at round becoming a dominant demand. But I feel smaller ones below 2 carats is a piece of cake with our fancy shapes.
All fancy.
In fact, I would just add on to it. Yesterday was my wedding anniversary, and it was the 25th anniversary. So I was like, when I got married 25 years back, it was the gold band which we gave each other.
Yeah.
So this time I asked my wife what you would like to, she definitely told me a diamond. And definitely she was preferring the heart shape. So I said, Jamana gaya, but she said, no, diamond ka jamana kabhi jata. So I was like really happy on that. So yeah, I also noticed it in my own house yesterday. So that is there, definitely. And any significant differences you are feeling, as I said, when I got married, it was the gold band and then slowly and gradually diamond have come into play. Do you think that the shift is happening from the gold bands to the diamond band in India today?
So diamond band obviously is a default thing for the engagement. There is no second thoughts to it. You have gold bands which can come in on a regular day-to-day wear product category. So you can actually wear the band throughout, but you will have your synonymity will always be with the engagement ring with the solitaire in it.
Okay.
So that is by default going to be your requirement. The other part is that the flaunt part of it, which is most important. When you exchange a ring within the family, you have your uncles and aunties glaring at it, and that's very important that you flaunt something which is equivalent to their, thought process of your positioning in the family or, financial positioning and likewise. So these things are important. Just a gold band will not help turn your heads.
No, that's is changing actually because a lot of people, even in the places where I came from on the south, in wedding, we always exchange gold rings. But now that is also changing. The gold band with at least a small diamonds. That's a trend which is happening. Trend is changing actually.
Good.
It's not just gold.
Very.
Yeah.
Do you think that is it's going to the pocket is going to be hit more when it is diamond, or not now because of the gold price?
So basically, they're getting what they want. So how they modulate their budgeting, whether buying a diamond necklace to a diamond solitaire, that is where the play happens. So that is where the budget movement will happen. But by default, engagement ring is a diamond ring for sure. It's like we had it internationally. Without the engagement ring, there's no wedding happening. So, like we used to say, a Mangal Sutra for India. Today, a Mangal Sutra is there, but still, a engagement ring adds to the whole kitty.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
In fact, for that, we also have our own applications on the floor. We do build a ring on the floor itself. So we have an entire 3D rendering software on the floor, which helps you make your own ring for the consumer.
That was my next question. You did right.
You wear it on an augmented reality instrument or
Amazing.
in the store while sitting in the store. The permutation combination gives you close to 100,000 rings.
Wow. That's
So
amazing.
that's the level of seriousness that we've gone into engagement rings, and it is required to do a good sale.
According to you, what is the percentage of sale which is on your rings and bands for engagement and wedding as compared to the other jewelry?
So every purchase for a wedding starts with the engagement ring. That's how it starts.
That's
basically.
true.
Also, what's important is normally that's the only piece of jewelry which is decided between the couple.
Yeah.
Without interference.
Absolutely.
You know that their choice making demands and their requirement dominates the entire decision.
Makes sense.
Which doesn't happen in other pieces.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When you go for a wedding necklace, you have the whole family being a choice. But when it's the engagement ring between the couple, I don't see anybody interfering. It's just probably they're there financially behind, or at times even not that. So many a times even I've seen couples buying it out of their own kitty, and that's their kind of positioning that they want between themselves, that this is what I earned.
It's their dream.
Yeah, it's their dream come true in literal sense for each other. So that's the seriousness of the purchase. What I mean to say. So that's always going to be there as a default requirement. 2 rings coming in for a wedding couple.
Absolutely.
And then comes in the other piece of jewelry. What also happens in the other piece of jewelry end up being locker jewelry,
Absolutely.
which is what that thing like goes away. That was away in the locker and after the wedding, and
Yeah.
you don't really utilize that to the extent. But your wedding band is in your hand, in your office, and every day of your meetings, and that's what you keep flaunting.
That's significant.
As your signature piece between the two.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of emotion which is importantly going into that.
And that's the place you feel both are always involved.
Yeah.
In the other jewelry, maybe the guy is not involved.
Yeah, the couple is involved from the design stage to the personalization stage.
Absolutely. It makes a lot
So apart from the grades and the colors of the diamond, it is to the T of the piece that both of them are literally
involved. Absolutely. This is attached to art. Exactly. Directly.
Yeah.
So it has to be connected.
Right. Customization is very important because now Kerala doesn't allow, it's not the same situation which happened in years back. The couple walks into the store and look at the shelves and buy what you have it in the shelf. That is changed actually. So you come to a store, like you said, is it AR and augmented reality and all, your permutation, combination, you can check everything, what's used for me, what's used for you.
And we have the flair of giving them all metals. So whether it's gold, rose, space, yellow to platinum, choose the metal you want, create your own piece. Let that be the piece that you've spent time on and quality time in creating. So you can actually talk about it after 25 years, like what you're saying now. And then remember the whole memory of doing a piece which is still there forever.
Exactly.
And we've seen that happening at the store. We've got customers from 3 generations. So we've actually seen customers coming in and out of their.
I still remember when I went there for the buy wedding band. It was like I didn't have a choice. First was the size actually. कि कौन सा fit होगा. The size, the design was not at all considered. I said, जो मेरे को fit होएगा दे दो यार. Because the variety was not there, the choice was not there, the designing as such was not there. But today, yes, of course, since the last 25 years, I can definitely see that lot of things. And as you said, 1,000, 10,000 designs on
100,000.
100,000. Wow.
My population only gives 100,000 rings.
That's one of my beauty things.
This entire process, you have to understand how it goes. It's not a spontaneous shopping environment.
Makes sense.
It's a very serious thing, and this is a story they want to tell their children down the line.
The story makes
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
that it's going to be with you throughout your life. You're going to see it every day.
Like
wear
it
it.
applies the ring to the engraving which is going inside the ring also. So we actually write
Yeah,
messages
anniversary, or is that date or something?
no date and even a short message, because there are some things that you exchange between the couple and that's your memory for good. That message is put in the ring. So there are many things you play around with. I put even thumbprints.
Wow.
I've actually done a scan of a thumbprint and put it inside the ring.
Wow.
And of course, there are other ones thumbprint on the couple. So it's like the male thumbprint on the female couple, on the female ring, and vice versa.
Wow.
So it's just a matter of play, It's just the whole emotion that goes into it,
No doubt.
and we allow that emotion to flow because that's how we buy the piece.
It's not just a piece of diamond or a piece of stone.
Absolutely.
It's a commitment.
Either 5 carat later, but this is your ring, which is going to remain.
It's a commitment to the entire life, for the entire life.
Makes sense. Makes sense. As I am seeing the trend today that lot of young generation, the Gen Z, don't want that bulky, huge stuff. They want something elegant, small, which can carry that every day. Easy to wear, easy to carry is what I can say. Do you also feel the same?
100%, because that's what they want to wear. This whole idea of local jewelry is gone.
Yeah.
We want jewelry to be worn. They don't mind fewer pieces, but the pieces that they like. And that is what they flow between the circles, the evening, meetings with friends, and so on. And that's why this particular piece of jewelry becomes very important.
No doubt.
Because this is the one piece that they want to flaunt every time.
The wedding jewelry purchases will be on one side, and this is kind of a daily wear.
Say like you're meeting your friends in the evening. This is what you want to have in your hand. You aren't going to wear that huge pastry necklace that you bought, the little sense.
No.
But this is what is flaunted more important.
Yes.
And that's why it's in many times I've seen that the couple pays for it. Literally, I've seen that, which is how they come through, And today, like you're married 25 years back, which means you were below 25 when you got married.
Yeah.
Today, weddings happening much later.
Yes.
So when they're kind of settled in their life, with their jobs and with their weddings, is when they want to buy a good engagement ring for themselves.
Yes.
Not like you and me when we were as child marriage,
We didn't have a choice.
We used to keep because if it to be estate for me. I did not design my wife's ring. My father designed it for her, and that makes it
We all are the same.
Like take it or leave.
So now it's the entire journey of the making the piece, which is the fun part of it.
It's a story.
It's Satish here. I would like to just put a point over here that today, when we talk about Rappaport as a platform, the ease which is there attached to sourcing of diamonds or the right price is concerned, how do you feel the value is there given to a retailer by Rappaport since so many years?
So Rappaport is an information center, most importantly. That's how we come in connect with Rappaport.
Yeah.
So whether it's the price charts, whether it is the information of the trade, it becomes an apex of giving information, which is why a retailer or a wholesaler connects with Rappaport. This is your first, meeting point for Rappaport. Then comes the way they get the trade together on a platform, which is more than anything else. It's very precious, the whole networking, In any industry, the network is very important. Though we've been in Bombay, my store originated from Panchratna, which is the Diamond Bourse of India. We still appreciate Rappaport's effort in putting the entire platforms on a software, on a technological background, and putting it as a platter to the trade. Now, apart from Mumbai, the entire India, the country, looks at Rappaport the same way. In spite of being in Delhi or in Guwahati, a retailer or a wholesaler can go on the same platform and be at par, which is so precious as a connect. So that's how it's really important that Rappaport is leading in this subject of, you can say, kind of non-biased platform to promote the trade per se. That's very important, and this is much more than what someone can ask for.
To question to you continues that retailer, do you think the trends of jewelry have changed, or from the traditional format of jewelry buying to the current format? Do you see any changes?
Yeah, of course. Things keep changing with the newer generation coming in. thought process of the generation is very different.
Absolutely.
We've seen that across a 3-generation company that I've got, when they come in, they pass on their younger generation to us, they leave them loose on the storefronts, and we learn from them as to what's their demands, their thoughts.
It's not the same. Today, 25 years back, I was more into gold. I bought gold, a lot of gold in my wedding. But today, my daughters are not, they say, sell all the gold and get me diamonds.
Absolutely.
So it's not the same. It's not the same. And we also see in Rapnits, one of the maxims such is happening for platinum ring. And which is perfect.
Yes, adorning a natural diamond is itself is a pride, if I have to talk about it.
Of course.
You don't get the feel if you're not having a natural diamond.
There's the thing apart from a natural diamond.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So-
If it's a
so
diamond,
when
it's natural. Otherwise, it's not a diamond. I should say.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Both of you guys, I hope we can have this kind of conversation in the near future again. Have a great evening and thank you so much for spending your time with us. God bless.
It's nice talking to you and great insight from Rajiv side also.
And yes, of course, diamonds are the girl's best friend. So please gift all your your girlfriend a diamond ring at this Valentine. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you.